All right, so this is second video that I've made of this series, I suppose. I think you can see my cat Shadow behind. When I was doing my test, he showed up. So you can say, hey, Shadow, he might move every now and then. So in this video, I just wanted to pontificate or talk about something that was on my mind. And I wanted to title this video, The Love of God. And for me, it's an interesting subject because I was raised in a Christian household. So I have to imagine probably like many people watching this video, because Christianity is just a large group of people, Christians. So probably a lot of people were raised Christian. So I had this idea of God as like some white-haired dude who sat on top of the clouds, rained down thunderbolts or whatever, meted out punishment, benefits, But it was some guy. That was just my idea of God. It was a person. And, that was my idea of God for the longest time. And as I progressed in my spiritual studies, I started learning about different ideas, and God kind of morphed into creator / source, and there became to be not really a name for God. But even though I had these concepts that I was learning, I still had God in the back of my mind. It was just still there. And eventually I got to a place where even God became a concept. It wasn't necessarily a white-haired dude anymore. It was just, I could just see it as a concept. And so if my idea of God as being a person could change to be just creator and all that is and everything, then I just began to see that, well, God doesn't necessarily have to be what my concepts say it is. So I lived with that for a while, and that's been within the last few years or so. And I've actually found that to be very beneficial, just to kind of stretch my mind a little bit and not be so focused on God has to be this or that. I just lost really a concept or a definition of God. And something kind of interesting for me has come up maybe in the last couple of months or so. I've been experiencing a feeling of, I'm trying to think of, just joy, just living. Not doing anything in particular, just the fact that I'm alive brings me joy. And for me, that's actually a really cool thing. I can't remember if I said it in the last video about my suicidal attempts, but I've been in some dark periods, and the idea of just loving life, just to love life, at that point in time was the furthest thing I could even imagine. But now where I am, and maybe because of what I've experienced, I have to imagine it is, life in and of itself is just a joyous thing for me. I think one of the key things that made me think about this was just the fact that I could actually experience something that brought me joy. I mean, the smallest thing. I mean, it could just be enjoying the wind on your face, or just whatever it is that you, or in this case me, enjoy. It was just the fact that I could experience it. I didn't take it for granted anymore. Because I think it's very easy to focus on the negative things, the things that aren't going well, and a lot of attention gets put on those. Why do I have to experience, my car broke down or whatever it is? And there's just a lot of focus on just the negative and the things that don't go well. And for me, I guess I've been balancing it, and I've just been noticing more that, wow, like it's a nice day today. The air quality is good, the sun is shining, the wind is blowing, there aren't too many dogs barking outside today, whatever it is, it's just that I could experience it. And that awareness for me it was kind of like an aha moment. Like I've lived so many months, years, on this planet, and so I had so many good experiences, and I never quite noticed the fact that I could experience them. I had a life that I could experience them. Sometimes I think people take it for granted, just the fact that you're alive. And I know there's bad things that happen in the world, but there's also a lot of good things that happen too. And I think for me, when I just kind of took a step back and just look at life in general and stopped judging it bad or good, just took it for what it is, there are just many more pleasurable moments, I have to say, than the bad things, the things that don't go wrong. I think they just get unfairly magnified in people's attention. At least that was my experience. There's so many good things happening, and you're going to skip past all of those and get to that bad thing. And you're going to focus on that one. And I didn't even realize I was doing that, but now that I'm in this space where I can just sort of exist and just, be happy at being alive, it becomes easier to notice everything, or more things, I'll say. And so the smaller things, the things that would have just passed me by just because I'm going through the blur of living a life, they start to stand out. And because of that, there was just this feeling of awe, like, this is an amazing world. It really is. I'm not denying there's bad things that happen. Clearly, there are many bad things that happen in the world. But there's also a lot of good things that happen. Like, you can look at a mountain, and just look at the grandeur of how tall is this thing, and what is its story? What has it gone throughout its existence? And, there's a big, beautiful sky and clouds, and, and it's just, how long have I been alive and never truly quite realized the beauty and joy that I'm existing in? So it's just been an amazing, it's a subtle shift of awareness, but for me, it's been an amazing thing to see that and to experience that. And it actually kind of came into this feeling of, I really just am happy to be alive, because I could not be, and it's kind of an interesting thought experiment that if you weren't alive, you wouldn't know that you could experience something, so, if you were never alive, you wouldn't even know that you're missing out on anything. It's just not part of your awareness. So it's more that I'm not comparing anything. It's just that I'm here, right now. And I do get to experience these good things, whatever they may be. Like Rocky Road ice cream. Oh my gosh. That's like the most best thing out there for me. But I get to experience something like that. And I'm not taking it for granted. And it evokes within me this feeling of just appreciation of being alive. And whatever my concept of God is, there is just this feeling of thank you for however I got here. Just thank you for allowing me to experience this. And so I'm just subjecting this video as the love of God, because I don't have any other term to refer to whatever allowed me to be here. But whatever it is, there's just a big feeling of thank you and appreciation of being able to experience this. And so I thought it would be good to make a video just talking about this, because in this video series, I kind of feel like I just want to give back to things that I've learned over my journeys through living, and in the hopes to help somebody else. Who knows? Maybe you look at this and get nothing from it. Maybe you look at it and you laugh at it. I don't know. All I can say is that there's a part of me that feels like this is what I need to do right now. Just make some videos, talk, get some of this stuff in your head out on video. I used to blog a lot. I used to write a lot, but I think nowadays people tend to just like look at stuff, and I do it myself. I put people that I watch on their videos, and I just have them in the background while I'm multitasking and doing something else. And um, sometimes it's just nice. Yeah, it's a form of connection, especially in this whole lockdown era. Just being able to see other people, and just know that you're not the only one out there. This I don't know. It's just a form of connection. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is only the second video in the series, but I hope you do actually enjoy them. And I don't know where any subscribe button is, because I don't know how this is going to appear wherever it is, but if you do actually like this, smash that like button wherever it may be, but smash something. All right, signing out.